want you to talk to single moms who have put their dreams on hold. What would you say to them if they're struggling to do what they want to do, but also take care of their kid and prioritize their kid?
Girl, you could do both. First of all, I'm going to say, don't beat up on yourself. Don't put yourself last. Put yourself first. Although you have children, when you put yourself first, you essentially are putting your kids first. Go after your dream. Just putting them on the back burner, why? You can do both. I am a prime example that you can do both. Go after them, and your kids will watch and learn from you. And the next thing you know, they'll be running after their dreams. But if you put your dreams on hold, you're kind of teaching them to not really go after theirs. So be the example. Go after your dreams, take your children with you, and know that you can do it. I did it at 18. I know that you can too.
What advice would you give people who have trouble showing up as their full self? What advice would you give them?
The number one thing someone told me that I love to relate is be yourself because everybody else is taken. And I love that sentiment, right? Because it's true. If you are a person of faith, as I am, then you understand that you've been sent here with purpose. Your job here is to walk through the world doing everything you can to discern and understand the purposes for which you've been created, and then go about the work fulfilling those purposes. When you understand that, I think it's a lot easier to show up as your authentic self, because both the internal and the external critics, they don't matter. Because if you are walking in your purpose, or at least walking in pursuit of it, in pursuit of the fulfillment of it, then you feel complete just doing that. And as you walk through the world trying to show up as your authentic self, it's important to ascertain the difference between haters and critics. And if you get the difference between a hater and a critic, and you receive the constructive and good and meaningful feedback that critics have, so that you can show up as your authentic self, but an improved and better version of yourself, an evolved version of yourself, and then you understand what a hater looks like, somebody who's just trying to detract from and pull from your energy, because more often than not, things that are going on with them, and then you're able to set that aside, then it becomes a lot easier to show up as your authentic self, believing that it will always be enough. And my experience is that that's true. It will always be enough, and certainly for me, it always has been.
So what would you say to young girls of color who have dreams of becoming an attorney? What would you even say to them?
What would I say to young girls who have dreams of becoming an attorney?
Particularly girls of color.
Especially girls of color. Especially girls of color. The world needs you. Your city, your community, your family needs you, but the world needs you. The world needs to see you as a shining, intelligent light that you are. So by all means, do what you have to do to go to school, to continue in school, go to law school, and fight for the positions that you should rightfully have and deserve.
Give some advice to folks who want to make a difference in the lives of youth.
Making a difference in the life of youth. First of all, I really believe in this life we are called to serve. I believe that. And I don't believe there's a higher service than meeting the needs of children. And it's a pull and it's a tug. If you have that pull, you have that tug, follow it. There are so many ways to serve youth. I see youth every day that if they just had the right person, the right mentor speaking life into their existence, it will make a total difference. There's all kind of community involvement places you can call to say, I'd like to serve. I want to serve youth. I'd like to make a difference. Of course, everybody's going to run their background check. So if you've got a criminal background check, that might not be something that you can get into. But if record's clear and that's the tug, just do it, because I've had so many young people come back to me and tell me the difference that I made in their life, and that makes my service worthwhile. And it absolutely makes life worth living when you can look back and you know that you helped someone.
What would you say to other Black women who want to be attorneys, to be politicians, to be a part of reform?
I think my biggest advice would be to be true to yourself and to enjoy the ride. You do the things that you think are important. You take on the things that you think are important, but always hold on to your integrity. Don't make decisions based upon popularity because that's not easy. That's not easy. And I've had, you do what feels right for you so that you can justify it to yourself. Every night it was important to me to be able to go to bed and sleep. I didn't want to ever feel like I had compromised myself in any way.